Yo, I'm trying to tell you, Dillian White, Chisora, 2 was an absolute. I'm gonna tell you. Let me go ahead and break this thing down to you. I'm gonna get right to it because this fight had so many different ebbs and so many different flows to it. Dillian White got off his was fighting on his back foot. And let me explain what fighting off your back foot is. Is when you decide to tread backwards, being anchored by the rear foot. And whenever you're doing that, what you're doing is you're setting up to either work off of the jab and setting them up for the counter punch and continue to turn your opponent. But before I get started, I'd like to introduce myself for those of you who have never watched this channel. Shame on you. My name is Eric A. Bradley, aka The Real Fight Doctor, and there is no other on this level. Back to the topic at hand. Dillian White working off of his back foot. Derek Chisora coming straight forward, side to side, over in the immaculate peekaboo, raking to the body, boom, boom, left, right. It was magnificent, the method of body attack. He did everything right. Then later on in the middle rounds, he was stabbing him to the body, which is what I was calling for out the gate. Because you got to stab body. You just can't throw hooks. Because Dillian White has long arms, so he was blocking him with his elbows. The referee really played a very poignant role tonight by stopping one of the most immaculate heavyweight body attacks that I've seen to date. I've seen Tyson throw shots like that, but if Tyson hit you that many times, it's a good chance you out of there. But one thing that I did note that when he was he was coming, wow, and he was coming over the top. But in that mix, you got to mix that up. When you come here, pop, you got to kind of go to that side, wow, and then you got to go, wow, and you stab it in there, and then you head off the line again and start it back over. It sounds easy, but it's a lot to it. Then by the 6th, 7th round, what you saw is the ref started to warn Chisora over and over again with body shots when this dude is basically, Dillian White got his trunks pulled up to here, so you got to give him at least the hit. Nothing blatantly foul, purpose. Dillian won't complain because he knew where his trunks was. So when you see this, what it does is it raises an eyebrow. Now let me explain something to you for those of you who don't understand what I've done in my career. I've walked those aisles a lot of different times, but with many different champions and a whole lot of different things. I'm not just a talking head. You can back and look me up. When you see, one of the things that we had the privilege of is we had several refs that were very good friends of ours. Let's just say that, and I'll leave it at that. And before the fights, you know, you shake hands, you talk, how your kids doing. Some of them I trained their sons. And you got rapport. So just by nature, they take care of you. It's no, hey, here's $50 or, you know, here's $500, do this, that. No, it's not. It's just insight. You have a friend, you have something in common. You have conversation, you might break bread together, you might have cheers, you might drink wine. I don't know what you do, but you have a relationship. That's what you call rapport. When I saw, and this is a Eddie Hearn show, so when I saw the ref consistently warning one guy, I already know what that is. You know, it ain't what necessarily a fix, but it's fixed to go a certain way. If the referee continues to just focus on one side, because if you decide you can call the fight evenly because it's a battle. That wasn't the case, and then he decided to take a point like in the 9th. The referee before the fights, I'm gonna tell you, they say they ain't coming here to see us, but in this scenario, basically, in a great heavyweight fight, I'm talking better than, action-wise, better than Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, hands down. This dude was coming and he was giving you them looks, them Tyson, whop, whop. I mean, Dylan White was eating some shots to the body. I mean, both of them were hurting each other. Ugh, you can see, but I mean, nowhere near the amount of pain that this Chisora was dishing out. Dylan White won't dishing out nowhere near that amount of pain. His punches were effective because he was countering. So the 11th round, boom, referee jumps in again. Dylan White was using the old Ali trick. So when the guy bend down, you put all your weight on your lean on purpose. So Chisora elbows, just a little tap elbow. Referee jumps in, takes a point away. 11th round. From a skill standpoint, you seen him. He in that peak boy, he popping it again, and he's kind of, his rhythm is off, and even Anthony Joshua speaks to that. That breaks your rhythm, that breaks your intensity level. When a referee does it, it intimidates you of sorts. It's almost like your teacher or your mother pointing the finger at you, and it broke. You could tell. Even though he tried to get back on his front foot, because he fought off the front foot all night. That's Chisora. So when he came up on that front foot, boom, he would come out, he was throwing a body shot. I mean, he was throwing for the fences, everything. Up, down, boom, over the top. It was beautiful, heavyweight fight. I mean, he reminded me of Burt Cooper. And if you don't know, pull up Burt Cooper, Vander Holyfield, or Burt Cooper, Ray Mercer. You will never regret it. That is, you get some popcorn and beer. So 11th round, they in there, boom, boom, ref them, stop it, taking a point. Everybody's like, it just in an uproar. It's crazy. You can't make this up. They break. Dylan and Chisora kind of drop his hands, and Dylan White just boom, out, unconscious. Just knocked him out. And all of that comes from the rhythm being broken. I don't think he would have knocked him out. Chisora was up on both 2 out of the 3 judges' scorecards, even by having 2 points taken, and there was only 1 round left. He was 3.5 minutes away from winning. And that's kind of what happened that fight. After the fight, he said, I want this chump. He said a curse word, and I don't cuss on my channel. It's a family show. Everybody deserves to be educated, even the little tykes. So I don't go there. But he cursed and called out Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, stood up and was like, yeah, definitely, you after Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder is focusing on Tyson Fury. What happened is, Anthony Joshua realized that the heavyweight division can move on without him, and now he's jumping in front and center. I want to know what you guys think about that. Do you think, that Anthony Joshua pretty much, was he really scared, or was he just allowing Hearn to conduct what he was saying? Sort of like Coach Belichick does with his New England Patriots and Gronk and those guys. He's a verbal guy, and he won't say anything because of Coach Belichick. So do you think it's a little more of that? I start feeling like that. I feel like Anthony Joshua realized that the world turns without him, and now he's starting to be more vocal. He's all over the sports shows now. He's out being vocal, calling out guys, and you got to realize one thing, fighters, you just fight. The business model has nothing to do with just you. Understand, this is the sport of boxing, not one fighter is your name. Your name isn't the name of the sport. Once you retire, the sport will continue on, just like when Joe Louis was champion. As 75 years later, the sport's still moving. It will not slow down, not one iota. Tyson retired, Ali retired, Frazier, Foreman, Jack Dempsey, John L. Sullivan, Matthew Saad Muhammad, Dwight Camden Buzzsaw, Evander Holyfield. The list goes on and on. Rocky Marciano. You think it's going to stop because of you? No, absolutely not. You're tripping. And that's all I got. So I want to know what you think. Do you think Anthony Joshua was really running? You think he really scared? You think he don't want no smoke? Or do you think Eddie Hearn had more control? Hopefully you saw the fight. I want you guys to chime in as we go on. And until the next time, My name is Eric A. Bradley, aka The Real Fight Doctor. And continue to watch us. Subscribe, smash that like button so we get a better rating on the channel. And make sure that we're giving you that good quality boxing information. Not just talking head, but insight on what's truly going on inside of that ring, including the skill set and the peekaboo and that turtle shell that Chisora was using tonight. Straight segue from the great Archie Moore. Salute him. And for those who are in the sport and you want to learn and maximize that skill, it's Christmas time. We give you the deals at 50% off so you can get the skills. Go up there and check it out. Click the link down in the description below and get that peekaboo. Half off. Be blessed at God's speed. I'm out of here. Enjoy the fights. It's time to watch Charlos get it poppin'. Peace.